Hey guys, Kapper here. It's Wednesday, November 21st, the day before Thanksgiving, and it's a big day today. We are going to we're going to try to pour the concrete base for my new ham radio antenna. It's going to be very interesting. It's supposed to be like 50 and sunny today, so beautiful day to be outside. So hope you join us, and we're hoping it goes all well. So let's check out what we got going on. Okay, here's what we got going on here. I'm going to try and dig and pour this footer for the antenna tower. Now it's going to be almost 3 cubic yards, so it's going to be roughly 6 feet long basically by 4 feet wide by 3 feet deep or thick on the concrete calculator, with concrete, and then a gravel base underneath it. So the antenna is going to go right about on the peak of that gutter here. So I got to dig this base right about here, 6 by 4, and it's not going to be perfect. We're not going to form it up. I may dig it a little deeper, and then we'll just cover it all with dirt, you know, when we fix this next year. It's going to be a mess today, but if I wait any longer, we're at the mercy of Mother Nature. So we're going to start digging here quick. Okay, so this is always very nerve-wracking when you're digging around a building. I mean, I have identified what I got under there, the gas line, which should be right about here, and it's way down. It's probably 4 feet, maybe 5, but every bit of 4 feet down. So, but it's still kind of scary, you know, when you're digging with an excavator next to a house, because you always wonder, you know, did I forget something? Make the mess pretty minimal. Man, look at that. If only one 2-foot bucket fits in there, I'll be here all day. Alright, wow, that's just 2 scoops from the excavator with the 2-foot bucket. So that'll tell you how much dirt you can move with an excavator. had more time and energy, but we're making do. I'm excited about this project. Alright, so I'm just going to make a pile of this dirt back here for future use. It would have been nice to let the sun stay on it here.
While he's out there digging the hole, this is the bottom plate that has 6 bolts that we need to put in the concrete. So I'm just marking the edges. I'm using just a 1/4 inch OSB scrap piece of wood, making a template, marking all of the bolt holes, and get it cut out. And I almost forgot, these 2 hinges here are going to actually flip up. That's how we're going to get the tower up. So I need to make sure I mark those. So I just put a little triangle on there so we got the same direction.
All day, but we're on a time crunch here. Concrete, I gotta call him at 11, and I forgot my shovel was in the bucket.
Alright, we got our 1/2 inch by 12 inch bolts, and these will be in the concrete most of the way. Only about from here up will be above the concrete. So time to drill some holes.
Alright, I'm not sure if you could see. Here's the hole. And I basically built up a dam. I built up a dam on this end, so I've got it a little bigger than I need it right now. It's like 7 feet by 6 feet by almost 3 deep. I'm going to put a layer of gravel in the bottom now. Perfect timing. I got to call the concrete guy to confirm the order. There you can kind of see the dam I built on the low side. Alright, so I'm not going to have a ton of video of this part, but now I'm bringing 3-inch clean gravel for the base. I'm going to put roughly 8 to 12 inches of gravel in the base, just to give water a place to drain under the concrete, so you reduce the chance of it heaving in frost. But with this being next to the house, in the sunlight, you know, it's getting radiant heat from the house. There will never be a frost line here unless the global warming craziness gets worse, but it won't go down past a few inches up here, you know, maybe 6 to 12 inches max during a polar freeze. Otherwise, with gravel on the bottom, the water has a place to go, so it should be just fine. And it went from basically was supposed to be 2.5 yards. Now it's 4 yards of concrete. But the good news is, when I want to get a taller antenna, the base will be already set up and ready to go. Okay, here's a look at it ready to go. I just need to pound a few rebars in, kind of to the sides to help seat it to the ground a little bit more. And then we're getting concrete. I got to call them now and order it. And wow, it's going to be large. It's going to be shallower than I wanted, but to be honest, I was a little bit nervous to dig any deeper. just to be on the safe side. So we'll figure out the weight of this thing, but it's going to be quite hefty. And it's also going to have a steel connector up there against the house, 12, 13 feet up, give or take. So we're just about ready. So here's a look at the lawn, 2/3 of the way done. The sun is drying it out very nicely now, but here's the deal. I couldn't do it tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving. And then they were calling for rain on Friday, plus the concrete deliveries were full on Friday. So that's why I opted to get it done. But I mean, heck, just in the last 3 hours of sun, it's drying up nicely. So I'm going to guess I got 10 or 12 bucketfuls of concrete that's going to fill this 4 yards. All right, there it is, totally ready to go. I'm not sure if you could see, but I put 4-foot rebar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pounded them down into the ground just to help secure this whole base from tipping in the future. And then we're going to add rebar inside of the concrete to help from not cracking.
The Branson doesn't get dirty.